Hi, and welcome to another product demo from the Vision Australia Vision Store. And today, as you can see, I've got the Teaching Braille Cube Keyring. And it sounds like the name implies, it's a way of teaching you yourself or other people to learn Braille by using this Braille cube, which has raised dots on it. And of course, where the dots are not, it's actually indented. So let me just first of all explain it a bit more to you. So of course, we've got the keyring part of the actual cube keyring itself that you can attach to your keys, purse, wallet, etc. And then we've got the cube itself. So what happens is if I rotate it, so now I've got all 6 dots. Now, if I was doing this in, if you like, quote, proper Braille orientation, so I'm going to turn it this way. So now I've got the actual keyring part of the cube facing back towards me. Doesn't really matter which way this up is really. So on the left-hand side in Braille, we've got raised dots, dot 1, dot 2, dot 3. And on the right-hand side, we've got raised dots, dot 4, dot 5, dot 6. Now, if I rotate it, so at the moment, I'm going to rotate it clockwise. So as you can see now, I've now got raised dots for dot 1, dot 2, dot 3, and then I've got the indented dots, so it's blank on 4, 5, and 6. If I rotate it again, I've now got all 6 dots put down. Okay, so there's no raised up dots, it's all flat. So that's basically no Braille. And if I rotate it again, I've now got raised dots for 4, 5, and 6. And then, of course, the blank ones are indented for 1, 2, and 3. And if I turn it around again, I'm back where I started from. So that's the way the cube comes with it. And to me, this is almost like a Braille version of the good old Rubik's Cube, because you can now rotate each segment of this cube. So I can rotate the first row of 2 dots, the middle row of 2 dots, or the third row of 2 dots. So I can rotate dots 1 and 4, 2 and 5 in the middle, and 3 and 6 on the bottom. So what I'd like to start off with is let's rotate back around here to the blank slate. So the 6 dots that are actually all indented, there's no Braille. So I'm going to turn it horizontally, and it's a bit easier to rotate doing that. So I want to do an A. So I can feel that I've got just below my thumb, I've got dot 1. So I'm going to rotate it away from me. And now if I put it back up the right way, I've now got the Braille letter or the dot for A. So dot 1 is raised up. Okay, so let's just put that back. Okay, and just to be aware, it rotates fairly well, but it does take a little bit of force to rotate the actual different rows around. So I want to do B. Now I know B is these two here, 1 and dot 2. All right, so I'm going to rotate dot 1, and then I'm going to rotate dot 2. So now if I put it the right way again, I've now done B, dots 1 and 2, then of course 4, 5, and 6, and dot 3 on the bottom left hand side are all blank. And let's just do one more. So I'm going to put A back. I'm going to put, what I find with B, I've just sort of got a bit of fiddle a bit. So what I try and do is rotate like that, and then fill back up the top here, and it's all nice and blank. Now, if I wanted to cheat and just do L rather than C, if I just do that, that's L, because L in Braille is dots 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's do C. Now I happen to know C, if I come to the all group of 6, which is on the opposite side to where it's all blank here, C's is actually just the top 2 dots, 1 and 4 on the Braille display, on the Braille cube. So if I hold it that way, I want the top 2 dots visible. So all I'm going to do is grab that top row and rotate till I get to my blank spot. And if I hold it up that way, that's C dots 1 and 4, which is really, really cool. And then, of course, if you want to put it back to normal, just keep rotating around, and I'm back to all my 6 dots raised up. Now, the other really cool thing about this cube, now you may not be able to see this on the video, but if I hold it like that, so the orientation that I've currently got it in, this might change depending on what you're doing, but on my thumb closest to me, on my thumbs closest to me, I've got the blank 6 dots that are actually indented, so it's blank. And then furthest away from me, I've got all 6 dots up. I can show you that now. So on the left hand side at the top, to the left of where the key ring chain connects to the cube, I've actually got a Braille letter L. So I've got dots 1, 2, and 3, just where my fingertip is. Now the nice thing about that is that's the correct size of what the Braille dots actually feel like. So they're not these huge, humongous ones that you get on the Braille cube. They're these very small dots, and that's what I would be reading in Braille on a refreshable Braille display linked up to a computer or on a piece of Braille paper. And then if I just push this chain over to the left a bit, oops, there we go. On the right hand side, again right next to where the chain connects to the cube via that sort of bezel type setup, that's a Braille letter A. Okay, so remember I said A was just that dot here, dot 1 by itself. So that's what a Braille A would feel like in Braille. So it's a really fun way of learning Braille. And if you just want to sort of like have a bit of fun and just keep turning it and see what you end up with, let's see, I've ended up with, if I do it that way, on this side of the cube, I've got dots 1 and 5, which means that's a letter E. Check this way, I've got dots 2, 5, and 6. So in standard good old Braille, that's a full stop. If I turn it this way again, I've now got dots 4, and then dots 2, 3, and 6. And in contracted Braille, that's a THE contraction for the word the. If I turn it again, I've got an M. So I've got dots 1, 4, and 3 down the bottom, all raised up, which is M for Mary. If I turn it back again, I'm back to my letter E, dots 1 and 5. And then, of course, you can have fun trying to get it all back into the right spots, which I normally just keep turning until I get each row done. And there we are, back to where we started from. So I'll stop playing now because I have too much fun with this. To me, it's almost like having your own fidget cube, except in this case, it's an educational tool for learning Braille. So really, really fun. So if you want to find this on the shop, which you can get to by going to https://shop.visionaustralia.org, and then just put in, if you want to search for it, the product number, which is ES, E for elephant, S for Sam, 0352, or just search for Teaching Braille Cube Keyring, and then they'll come up and you can buy it and really have a lot of fun playing with it. If you'd like to talk to the Vision Store more about this product and other products that Vision Australia also sells, then please call us on 1300 847 466. That number again, 1300 847 466. Or you can also email the Vision Store at Vision Australia, which is visionstore@visionaustralia.org. That email address again, visionstore@visionaustralia.org. Thank you for your attention today, and I really do hope you enjoyed this product. And as always, thank you for your attention.